today I'll be showing you how to swing trade EURUSD using volume profile as part of your technical analysis. We're going to pick up from where we left off last week in regards to last week's analysis. And then from there, hopefully we're going to find new opportunities that we'll be able to tap into for next week, bearing in mind today's Friday. So with that all said and done, we're just going to get straight into it. So last week, so let's just have a quick look to see where we left off with everything that we did last week. Because I've been looking at other assets and not so much EURUSD. So where I left off last week is where I basically left off. So we're pretty much going to be picking up this on a hop, and we're just going to analyze this data as it stands. So let me just have a look to see where we was. Okay, so we saw that I was of the mindset the price was going to push up. Just bear with me a moment. I was of the mindset the price was going to push up. Price continued in its downward channel that it had created. Over in this value, we have a low value node. So if price bounce from this level, it's basically going to push all the way up. That's what we thought. I'm just trying to find out exactly where I left off on last week's video. Okay, here we are. Here we are. So I'm just going to put a vertical level right here to kind of separate. So last week, Friday, we was in this zone here somewhere, talking about how price has just left this low volume. I got to start using the correct words for these things. A low volume node area, which is at the top here right now, and it's heading downwards. And as you can see, there isn't much participants sitting at the top. In the middle, obviously, it then begins to increase quite rapidly. We got 2 million, we got 2.2, 1.8, 3.3, and 2 million. And then when we get to these levels, we're back to the hundreds of thousand, which is where I'm expecting price to bounce up. Either it's going to move rapidly through the zone, or it is going to bounce up. Also as well, just so that you guys know, moving forward, right? So I don't know when I'm going to start doing this, but I think I kind of need to give a bit of an in-depth explanation as to how to actually use the volume profile, because you've been seeing it a lot on this channel. Like, I use it all the time. I use it for everything, right? Because to me, it is that solid. But however, I don't think I have gone over how to actually use it. So I will be doing that at some stage. But for now, we're just going to focus on the analysis as to what we kind of need to do and how we basically need to do it. So as we can see here, price has now come back into this low value node area. So price is now in there, right? And what we kind of need to work out is what happens now? What happens now? Because we already have price in the low volume area, which is right here, which is this level right here, low volume area. All right. I'm expecting price to at least come back into the high value area. Okay. So I'm expecting to come back into the high value area, but from where it is right now, it's not looking, well, it's kind of looking like it wants to do it, but at the same time, it's looking like it does not want to do it. Okay. So with that said and done, we kind of want to keep things as simple as possible as we navigate this space. So what I want to do is, let me jump into the 4 hour, because I think the 4 hour is way more useful than the hour. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so you already know this level right here, which is the level above the low volume node. Okay, so this level right here is where we're considering entries for bounces. Price has gone into it, so right now we're unsure if it's going to break through and pop out the other side, which it could easily do. All right, but so we're just going to work off the assumption that price wants to go up. Okay, we already know what we're going to do if price breaks downwards. We've got safety measures for that, which is this level right here, right? So that is 1.1 16241. If this level is taken out, we are effectively looking for sales. If you're in your buy at the moment, okay, if you took your buy last week, not last week but the week prior, okay, so technically you've been in this trade for almost 3 weeks now, right? And you get price close under this level down here, then you might want to think about hopping out. Okay, it's just a thought. I doubt some of you held your trades that long, but if you did, it's good practice, right? Even if it looks like this particular trade is about to go wrong, it is really good practice in learning how to hold your trades for as long as possible. So with that said, this is what I'll be looking for, okay? And it's not really much of an indicator, but it would make me slightly comfortable with the idea that price might be doing things in my favor, right? And that is, we get a close above this most recent lower high right here, okay? Where if that is taken out, it kind of sets the trend to say, hey, price is definitely bouncing from this low volume node area, and it is now beginning to push upwards. And the level in question is this level right here, which is derived from this location right here, and that is 1.17507. So if that level is taken out, things is going our way and price is continuing in this direction of moving to the upside, which is going to be good news for us, right? That is what we want to hear. So let me just have a quick look to see if there's anything else I have missed in this analysis moving forward. Because bearing in mind, if you're still in this position now, chances are you're going to be holding your position over the weekend, right? Normally, I don't recommend holding trades over the weekend, but however, in some cases, depending on how it's done, that might actually be not so much of a bad idea to hold your trades over the weekend. So with that said, we're going to jump into a daily time frame, and this should give us a bit of an idea as to exactly what we can and need to be doing, right? And so far, what I've put down, it kind of makes sense, right? It kind of makes sense as to what I've kind of put down. Last week's lower, so last week's weekly low was taken out. Let me go back to the 4 hour again, because I don't think I covered that. Okay, so that was last week's weekly high. Let's see if I can highlight. Just bring that down a bit. Okay, let me make that weekly high. Let's push that back up again. And then we had the weekly low that has been taken out this week. So the weekly low has definitely been taken out this week. Okay, the level for that isn't really important, but I kind of want to keep weekly low, weekly highs kind of laid out on the chart because it helps us moving forward as to what we kind of need to be looking for. So weekly low has been taken out. Okay, weekly low was taken out on a Monday of this week. So price has been steadily moving in that direction of getting lower and lower and lower, which is cool, right? So now we can see what's happening here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just jump into the Dixie real quick. Okay, and now we can see what is happening with the Dixie. So with the Dixie, we've got the same move happening. Let's use this. We've got the same move happening in the Dixie. So this is what we're seeing in EURUSD right now. But this is the Dixie version, which is it's moving up. Hence why EURUSD is coming down. So once this trend line is effectively broken, okay, we can expect to see if price actually wants to push upwards or downwards, right? So for the EURUSD, If this trend line is broken, price is going to continue pushing upwards on the Euro USD. Okay. So with this now, what we want to do is, so these are levels that I'm just putting in place just to keep an eye on things, right? Just to keep an eye on things. So I think I'm going to keep it up to here. If I do it like this, it's more symmetrical. So the level that I've put down on Euro USD, if price breaks it, okay, we are looking, if price breaks it, it basically means that it is coming back down again, which is this level right here. I'll point to it again. So this is the level that I've put down within the trend, and I said, okay, if price takes it out, then essentially meaning that the buys that you're in for Euro USD is going to continue in that trajectory, right? This is the level that I've put down. But however, there is another level here, which is really important. So this is this level here, okay? I'm going to mark it out as a zone. Now, if this level is taken out, then Euro USD is coming down, right? So these are the levels that we're looking for. The numbers here is not really too important. So we're just going to go back to Euro USD again. If I can just find the correct one I was using. Okay. So the level for Euro USD that I've put down is the same level that the volume high. So the volume high area, which is right here. I was calling it the boundary before, but I've recently been corrected that it's actually the volume high area, right? So now I know. So the volume high area right here, okay? If this level is taken out, it's coming down. Like end off, it is coming down, right? So that's what we're kind of waiting for. That's what you're waiting to see if price is going to make these moves or not. It might not. Only time will tell. We still have the rest of today to go before we really discover if it's going to keep pushing up by taking out this level over here, or if it's going to keep pushing downwards, right? And like I say, if it makes its way down to this level over here, you can really begin to prepare to ride market to the downside. So with that said and done, I will see you all on the next one.